Welcome back to RazuTales. Today we're talking about a book I've been really looking forward to discussing, The Book of Elsewhere by Miéville and Keanu Reeves. And wow, do I have some thoughts about this one. Before we get into it, make sure to hit that subscribe button and the notification bell if you want more book reviews and discussions. Let's dive in. So, I have to be honest, I went into this book with sky-high expectations. I mean, Miéville is one of my favorite authors. His work like Perdido Street Station and The City just blows my mind every time. And then you add Keanu Reeves to the mix, the man who gave us John Wick, Neo, and the incredible Berserker comics. I thought this couldn't miss, but well, let's break it down. The Book of Elsewhere expands the Berserker universe by following B, or Unite, an immortal warrior who's been alive for 80,000 years. Think about that, 80,000 years of watching civilizations rise and fall, of endless violence and survival. The story follows B as he works with a US Black Ops group that's promised to help him achieve what he wants most: mortality. But of course, things are never that simple. The structure is interesting. It alternates between conventional third-person narrative chapters and these second-person segments that, I'll be honest, really didn't work for me. I generally struggle with second-person narrative, and here it felt particularly jarring, pulling me out of the story rather than immersing me deeper into it. The characters themselves are a mixed bag. B should be fascinating. I mean, this is someone who's lived through 80,000 years of human history, but somehow he never quite comes alive on the page the way he does in the comics. Then we have Diana, a scientist studying B's biology and psychology, and Keever, a soldier working alongside B in the Black Ops group. Both feel underdeveloped compared to what I know both creators are capable of. Even Caldwell, the program director, hiding his role as a cult leader, feels like a stock character more than a complex antagonist this story deserves. The most interesting character, surprisingly, is the immortal Barbarossa, a prehistoric deer pig, yes, it's a pig, that's been holding a grudge against B for millennia. It's exactly the kind of weird, imaginative touch I expect from Miéville, but it feels almost out of place in the otherwise straightforward narrative. Speaking of Miéville, let's talk about what makes his other work so special, because I think it highlights what's missing here. In Perdido Street Station, Miéville creates this incredible, rich world of New Crobuzon, where every street corner feels alive with history and possibility. The prose is dense but rewarding, packed with these incredible descriptions that make you feel like you're breathing in the steam and smoke of this fantasy industrial city. The Book of Elsewhere, in comparison, feels, well, elsewhere. The writing lacks that signature Miéville complexity and imagination, which makes me wonder about the collaboration process here. How much was Miéville? How much was Reeves? We know Keanu is deeply invested in the Berserker universe. It's his creation after all. But collaborative writing is tricky, and sometimes too many cooks can dilute the broth. The central conflict of B's desire for mortality and his struggle with eternal existence is compelling, in theory. It's the kind of philosophical question that both creators have tackled brilliantly in their other works. But here it gets buried under standard action sequences and conspiracy plots about Black Ops groups. Now, I don't want to be too harsh here. There's clearly effort and creativity involved. And if you're a die-hard fan of the Berserker universe, you might get more out of this than I did. But as someone who loves Miéville's other work, someone who's read everything from London to Embassy Town, this just doesn't reach those heights. Before we wrap up, I'm curious, have you read the Book of Elsewhere? What did you think if you read it? And if you're a Miéville fan, what's your favorite of his works? Drop a comment below. I'd love to hear your thoughts. And if you enjoyed this review, even if you disagree with my takes, please hit that like button and subscribe. It really helps the channel grow, and I love building this community of readers with you all. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next chapter.